The terror group ISIS continues its assault against Christians, kidnapping hundreds, destroying priceless antiquities. And while the number of Christian hostages held by ISIS is unknown, the founder of the Assyrian Human Rights Network now puts the number at over 250. The founder and president of A Demand for Action, Nuri Kino, joins me now. Good evening, Nuri. You have information about the most recent disappearance of Christians from Iraq. What can you tell us?
Thank you for having us, having a demand for action on your show. What we can tell you is that I'm an investigative journalist, and many of us in A Demand for Action are journalists, scientists, doctors, archaeologists, architects, and we're talking out of facts. Facts are that for 10 years now, Assyrians and other Christians, such as Armenians, but also other indigenous people such as the Yazidis and Manians, have been beheaded. The first Assyrian that was beheaded in front of the video camera was on September 2004 in Mosul, and facts are that more than 100 churches have been attacked. One of the churches was bombed on the 30th of October 2010 during a mass. 52 people were killed, 68 people were limped. More than 20 clergies have been kidnapped and killed.
Even more than that, Nuri, even more than that. We've got more than 500,000 Christians have left Mosul. We don't know how many are dead, but I understand that you have information about the latest Christians who've been kidnapped, 250 of them. How do you have that information?
We are constantly in touch. This is now Syria. We were talking about Iraq before. Now let's go to Syria, where everything is repeating itself. And as I said, this is 10 years back, and it's in an ongoing ethno-religious genocide or cleansing, and they want to erase us from that area. In Syria right now, in the Khabur area, which is northeast, close to Iraq, ISIS want to enlarge their caliphate and take over the north belt of Syria. And
I understand that, but Nuri, can you please tell me how you know about the 250 Christians, the most recent kidnapped Christians?
I'm sorry, Judge. We are all devastated, tired, and sleepless. Of course, we are in touch, constantly in touch with their relatives that fled, with eyewitness, with our charity organizations, with our churches, and we are also in touch with the militia itself. That the Assyrian Syriac militia, MFS, and the Kurdish militia, YPG, that are trying to combat ISIS in these areas.
Now, I understand, excuse me for interrupting, I don't have a lot of time. I understand that someone had made a phone call to a relative and ISIS answered, is that correct?
ISIS has switched on the telephones that belongs to the kidnappers. When children are calling their parents, they get Takbir Allahu Akbar. This is IS. When parents call their children, they get the same message. When loved ones call their loved ones, they get the same message that this is now this telephone now belongs to us, and the hostages belongs to us.
Oh, that we are ISIS.
And we are IS. We are the Islamic State.
Islamic State. All right. Nuri Kino, thanks so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And coming